Hey, Goose. I'm not. So this is this is just gonna. As you guys know, this is on my Ghostbringer channel. It's not on my PA Emergency Vehicles Responding channel because even though it has to do with it a little bit, because it's only for emergency vehicles. Because anyways, the video that I posted onto that channel about a bunch of emergency vehicles directing traffic, because that was no joke. Seriously, this might have been the worst accident I've ever experienced in my life, Goose. Seriously, I wasn't in the accident. I know it kind of sounded like I was in the accident, Goose, when I said that, because actually I was not in the accident whatsoever, Goose. I witnessed seeing it, though, on the security camera, because, Goose, where this accident happened was right next to my church, and right next to my friend's house, Asher and Tyler. Remember them, Goose? There was an absolute horrible motorcycle accident. I'm going to tell you all the stuff. I couldn't put everything that responded into my title because it won't let me because how long it was. Because I'll tell you every single emergency vehicle that responded to that specific accident, Goose. Because, yeah, I'm going to do this before I tell you any more details about the accident, Goose. Goose, yeah. So, Goose, Traffic 75 responded, and a bunch of traffic police officers responded. I just needed to put 2 traffic police officers responded, because if I put any more than that, then it would say that look at that, Goose. Because they would say that it's too long of a title. Because there was actually tons of, there was a couple of, maybe like 5 or 6 or 4 or something like that, traffic police officers directing traffic, and they're on the scene. There was a bunch of signs all over the place. It took us so long to get over to down there, Goose. We had to say that we lived at the house even though we didn't, Goose. Because we were excited for the fishing trip. We were going to go canoeing, and we did, Goose. It was really fun. We stayed up until 1 or 2. I think 2 something, Goose. Which was pretty cool. And, Goose, the accident was horrible. Traffic 80, which is a Columbia traffic, Goose. Traffic 80 responded. And some other traffic police officers, and then Susquehanna Religion police officers responded. Because I think it was only 1 traffic police officer, and then a bunch of investigators. I also think the Men in Black responded to that, Goose. It was insane. And then a police trailer went down there, Goose. I don't even know what town that's from, and I'm supposed to be a emergency vehicle expert of towns, Goose, and stuff like that. Because I'm an emergency photographer too, Goose, as well. But, Goose, I just don't know what town that is. It could have been from a bunch of towns. But, Goose, I'm just going to say, it was awful. Death was involved, Goose. I promise you, death was involved. This was the craziest accident. I even saw the man on the ground. And I can't even really say. A man died in a motorcycle accident. It was the man that was driving. So right in this intersection is a horrible intersection. I mean, I could say horrible. Because it's not even funny. We sometimes play little games about, you go first or something like that. There's no stop sign, Goose. That's what makes this intersection so scary. Because what if someone was practicing driving and then they came across that intersection? That's not going to be fun for them, Goose. Because if it's a hard intersection for drivers that have been driving for a long time, then definitely it's not for rookies, Goose. Rookie drivers. Heck no, Goose. Yeah. But, Goose, this was the worst accident yet. I mean, I've never seen anything worse like it, Goose. And, yeah. I mean, there was tons of accidents at that intersection road, Goose. And, by the way, that road's in Anson Ferry Road, Goose. Goose, my friends, Asher and Tyler, are trying to process in their mind that a man literally died in front of their house, Goose. Because we watched the security footage, so we can tell the cops and the cop investigators, Goose, and the Men in Black about what happened. And, Goose, now they probably know, because I think we found the security footage last night when we were fishing. When we were waiting for, you guys know, late night fishing, we always have to set our rods down for caught any catfish. Once we hear it start zzz, like that, goose, then we know that we got a bite, a large one, goose too. And goose, because while we were waiting for that, we got a couple of bites while we were waiting for the accident to happen, so we we're getting any clues. Because actually, I'm surprised this wasn't on the news. And it rhymes. Because this is serious, though. So I'm serious, right? Because you gotta be serious. This is the worst accident ever. I saw it happen in the security footage. Because this security camera was actually connected to church crews and to our church. And we could actually see the accident happen in the security footage. So there was a white Bronco or Jeep or Range Rover. I couldn't really tell because it was going like here. It was in this side, goose. It was going past our church. It was going past the front of our church, goose, which is where the enter part is, or it could be anywhere, pretty much. Goose, and then goose is and then an ugly car. No offense, an ugly car was going. Was about to go to our church, but then and goose, the ugly car was the one that actually kind of made this accident happen. Because actually, surprisingly, the motorcycle was not going fast at all, because the motorcycle was coming from the like it was going past the side of our church, and about to hit the ugly car, and then the ugly car sitting on his brakes, I reckon, and then we heard the brakes like stop, like you know that screeching sound when the brakes are doing that, goose. We heard that, and then we heard the crash, and we saw the guy in the air. We saw a bunch of motorcycle pieces in the air, and because it was, and then I guess maybe our pastor told the cops about it, because our pastor had to pray with the family who saw the incident happen, goose. Because the family, warning, the family was in the white, was in the white car I told you about. And because they had to witness something like that. They had little kids in the car. Because that's not even safe at all. And because, they had to pray with them because, like, it was so scary. And because it was absolutely insane. Scary and insane. Because, I mean, I'm surprised that I'm surprised there was no ambulances there, because what they do is they call a service called the coroner, which sounds a little weird. They find out if you're dead or not, goose. If you can't tell if someone's dead on the ground in an accident, goose, they have to get serious here, really serious. They have to call the coroners down. Their van was a hearse, I reckon. A hearse is involved with this, goose. And then when they find out that the guy's dead, they put him in a hearse. Or they put him in a car with all the stuff. So guys, let me tell you what the police trailer was for. If you guys don't really remember. Don't worry, that was not the coroner, goose. Promise. Goose, this had like a bunch of supplies for like investigators. They had like gloves, blankets, goose, sheets, goose, extra cones, and more gloves. They had helmets, goose. They had guns, goose, big guns, goose, mini guns maybe, SWAT stuff, goose, maybe FBI location stuff, signs, goose. Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff in there. Or medical supplies, goose. If you don't have that certain medical supplies, then you can definitely call out that police trailer. I don't know how to. I mean, maybe it's still 911, goose, supposedly. I don't remember. I don't even know, really. I mean, I'm an emergency vehicle expert, goose, which is funny. Because, just gotta say, this was the worst accident ever. And I was traumatized that night because I actually saw the dead man. And let me tell you how it happened. Because the people thought that they were blocking the whole man. When we were in front of Asher and Tyler's house, and their dad and mom's and Lexi's house, we didn't see the man because they were covering the sheet in front of us, which is good. There was blood on the sheet, so yeah, it was actually pretty scary. We saw more blood, trust me. And Goose, what happened was, when we were driving down to Susquehanna River, they weren't covering it really good enough when we went down there. So we saw the side of the man. It was like the back. We saw the back, the man's back, and there was blood all over his back. It was insane. It was scary, Goose. And I reckon you guys would not want to witness that because I was scared I was gonna have nightmares about that, Goose. That was my first time ever seeing a dead person in an accident, Goose. I mean, I've seen dead people before, like in funerals, stuff like that. Because this was no funeral, my guy, my Goose too. This was a scene. This is like a crime scene. That's what the trailer has. A bunch of crime scenes too. Investigators, stuff for the Men in Black. They have a bunch of investigator crap that would definitely help. Like there's more bullets in case you run out. Like it's insane how much stuff they have in there. Because the motorcycle guy was supposedly in his late 20s or young or early 20s. They just said, okay, there's a bunch of birds there in the field. Actually, but they said that the guy was actually pretty young, which is even more sad, Goose. Because 20s is actually really young, as you guys know. A young adult, Goose, to be exact. Because, like, what do you think the family of the guy is feeling right now? I mean, Goose, I can't even imagine how sad they are, Goose, and stuff like that. What's happening there? Goose, I can't even imagine at all what they're feeling. And Goose, like, and the family that witnessed the crash too, what they're feeling, Goose. Because you honestly never know. It's scary. It's scary because keep them in the prayers. Amen. Bye, Goose.